Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing just a pretty much everyday get ready with me using some new products, which is really exciting, and some of the products that either haven't reached for in a while or that I've been really loving. So I'll kind of mention those as I'm picking through the products. And yeah, so this is just like my everyday glowy makeup routine. You guys know I'm always in it for the glow. And I'm just taking these little clips just to clip back my hair so it's not in the way. My lips are also super dry, so I'm taking the Henna lip mask. It's like a nice orangey color because my lips are so dry. It kind of tints your lips a little bit like yellow, but that's fine. We're just gonna apply lipstick over it at the end of our makeup, but it's a good skin prep. Okay, and then I'm also just going to do a little bit of skincare. So I'm taking the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator Spray. Okay, so I want to put that on, and then I'm going to go in with my serum. It's always good to have damp skin when you go in with the serum. It's just going to help penetrate the serum more. This is the Audacity All Embracing Serum. This was in a, what box was it? I think it was a November box from the Detox Market. So if you guys aren't yet subscribed, I highly recommend it. You get a box monthly with full size and travel, like deluxe travel size products, and each month is a new brand feature. This month is the Beauty Chef. I just did a post about it and I'm really excited because I have been using the Beauty Chef for over a year, and I am running low on some of the elixirs that I have been using, so you get a little kind of mini travel size of the collagen elixir. Anyways, I'm gonna do a full video on that, kind of talking about the benefits of those supplements. Okay, so I'm just massaging that into my skin. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with, do I want to do a moisturizer? You know what, I'm not gonna do a moisturizer just because I have this new product I actually talked about in my Instagram stories. It's the Graden Face Glow. This is a tinted primer and illuminator. Now, I haven't used this product before, I've only swatched it. Kind of looks like that. I'm gonna just, whoa, it's very pigmented. It has a pretty nice smell. It's not overwhelming. I need my mirror. It's actually a really pretty glow. Adds lots and lots of luminosity. Yeah, it smells nice. It kind of just smells and feels like a regular like cream moisturizer, but it's got that radiance to it. So let me just see. Nourish your skin with plant-based power superfoods. So I kind of would assume it's almost like a moisturizer, but adds a nice luminosity to the skin. And subtle shimmer. Nutrient-rich antioxidants. So it's pretty cool that you're actually applying a primer slash glowing product that also has skincare benefits, which is why I actually skipped out on my moisturizer, because it kind of does both. And my skin feels nice and moisturized, which is a must, especially for me in the winter time. My skin is very dry. Actually, I think I'm going to focus this mostly on how to get glowing skin in the winter time, because that is my main desire. I'm going to be using some new products from Kosas. I have the face oil. I actually have two different colors I'm going to mix together, number 2 and number 3. Number 2 kind of seems like it'd be more skin tone, but once I put it on, it kind of looked like I have like a cast on, like more of like a fair pale white cast. And number 3 is a little bit too dark, so I'm going to mix the two. And I actually have this little palette that I picked up from Amazon, and I'm just going to drop a couple drops each on this little palette just to give it a shake to mix the oils and the pigments together. Okay, so this is number 2. Just gonna put it in one of this. The tricky part is using one hand and not allowing this to fall. All right, gotta shake third. So I just did number 2, and now I'm gonna go in with number 3. All right. And I think I'm gonna use my finger to apply this to my face, and then I'm going to blend it in with a beauty blender. Now I tried a sample of this not too long ago, and now I have the full size. I think I actually tried number 3, but I also had a little bit more of a self-tan on. Okay, I need to use my mirror. I don't even know where I'm dotting this. Definitely need it on my chin. Okay, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to blend it in just with my fingers first, and then go in with the beauty blender. Because it's an oil, it's got lots of slip to it. And I also have a very moisturized base, so it makes blending this really easy. No tugging at all. Okay. People are raving about this product. Just leaves your skin looking super flawless and healthy. It's light coverage though, so you don't feel like you're wearing a lot of makeup. It's an oil, so it's got lots of hydrating and skincare benefits on top of just, you know, adding some pigment and coverage. It says it's a medium coverage. It's a light to medium coverage in my opinion, which is my preference. Okay, so that is one layer on. I probably used about, I don't know, 4 to 5 drops of each. So I would assume I've got 8 to 10 drops in total. I'm gonna take my damp sponge and just kind of dab it. Kind of. Can't talk today. Push that product into my skin, so I'm kind of using like bouncing motions. I don't want to like smear the product, but I also kind of want to remove maybe any excess oil. I love using my fingers for application, but I also like kind of just finishing off with a sponge. Removes any excess shine, oil, and I feel like it just helps make it look more like my skin. Pretty good color match. My neck's a little bit fair, but that's alright. I'll just wear a turtleneck or something. You guys ever do that where your foundation's a little bit too dark for your skin, so you just wear like really like long sleeves, turtlenecks to hide the fact that the rest of your body's super pale? Yep, I do. Alright, wow, that looks so flawless. And I think it's just so much easier to have the full size. I obviously tried the sample just to give it a try, but I really like the dropper method. And I think that the mixing of the two was like my perfect shade. And I really like the undertones. Like, they're not too pinky, which is something that I hate. I hate when there's like too peachy or pinky undertones when it's fair, because when you have, you're looking at fair toned foundations, sometimes I find a lot of them are too pinky or too yellow, and I find that these are a nice kind of neutral tone, so love that. I am just going to go in with a little bit of my RMS and Cover Up Concealer because I don't know if you guys can tell, I still have some like pigmentation from some pimples I had from about a week ago. So even though like the pimple's technically gone, there's still some like scarring or just pigmentation. So I'm going to cover that up with the concealer, and this actually blends in really well because it's also a nice coconut oil based concealer. It's just super hydrating. And I'm going to go under my eyes with my finger. It still feels a little bit like tacky, wet. I know it's supposed to dry down to more of a satin finish, so we'll see just how long that takes. Seems to be building well with the concealer. Wow, my skin looks really flawless and hydrated right now. I was gonna go in with the Maya Chia drops, but I don't know, I'm looking very dewy. I might kind of use it more of a highlight than to add more luminosity because I am glowing right now. Probably a combination of using like the skincare, the oils, the serum. So, alright. Let's blush and highlight. I have the Kosas. This is the Cream Color and Light in 8th Mousse. So it's kind of like this really nice like watermelon color and a like champagne tone highlight. So I'm going to take my finger, mix it into, wow, it's really pigmented and very creamy. Woo. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, it's like a really pretty like watermelon color. I'm gonna use my fingers first. Thankfully, my skin is still like has slip to it, so I'm able to blend in that product super easily without tugging on my skin at all. Whoa, see, I don't usually go for colors like this. So there is the blush. Wow, super pretty. That's quite pigmented. So I'm just going to take my sponge just to kind of push that into my skin. It's a pretty neutral tone, maybe a little bit cool on my skin. Okay, I'm going to test out the highlight in here, which is also cream. I'm going to be taking my finger, very, very creamy, so that is the highlight. And I believe the highlight shades in all of the Kosas highlight and blush duos are the same, whereas the blushes are different, which is kind of interesting. I'm almost surprised that they don't do different. And I also have a powder version in the Contra Chroma, I believe it's called. Super easy to blend, very creamy once you just add a bit of warmth on your finger. Kind of also has a bit of like an oily consistency. Okay, let me just take a look at that. See, I'm looking very dewy. I'm pushing, seeing if I can get like any of that excess oil off. I am gonna bronze. I'm actually gonna bronze with a powder bronzer. I'm gonna be using a newish bronzer to me I just picked up on Boxing Day, or like during Boxing Day sales, and that's the 100% Pure Cocoa Gem bronzer. This is a cocoa pigmented bronzer. I'm kind of disappointed though because it's like a tin packaging and mine came with a little bit of chips on the packaging, which is annoying, but it's not the biggest deal. I just like having flawless packaging and I take good care of my products. So to see that it was already kind of like damaged, it wasn't damaged, it was just not perfect. Anyways, I'm taking this kind of domey brush. It looks like it's got a teeny bit of shimmer. This is the lightest of the 3 shades that they have, which is necessary for me right now because I'm so fair. A lot of my bronzers are quite deep, pigmented, maybe a little bit warm, so they are picking up a bit too orangey on my fair skin tone. So I thought instead of trying to keep up with all the self-tanning, I would just pick up a fairer bronzer, and this seems to be really good because it's not too warm, it's really buildable, also makes a pretty good contour. Oops. It just takes a little bit of time to work it into the skin to build up that pigment. So if you're someone who's like scared of bronzers or contouring, and you're fair like I am, then you probably benefit from using Cocoa Gem because it's not going to add like a chocolate bar line on your face. It's really easy to build up and work with. My hair's like trying to blend into my face. So in just circular motions, I'm kind of just defining into that cheekbone, or right under my cheekbone area. Blend it down into my neck and jawline. Okay, I'm just going to take a bit of a fluffier brush. It's almost like the exact same brush, it's just a little bit bigger. So the smaller one is the one I was using to contour, and then I'm using the bigger one now just to kind of add a little bit more overall warmth. So I'm just doing that 3-shape motion. Okay, and then just kind of bringing this down the neck. Wow. I'm still looking very glowy. I don't think I'm even going to go in with the Maya Chia just because I am very glowy right now. Okay, so I'm going to go with brows. Taking the Ilia Essential Brow. This is in the shade Blonde. I like using this for my like everyday brows, my boy beat brows. So I'm just brushing through my brow hairs, kind of like up and out. I feel like this brow just looks like super fluffy and wispy and like I just have naturally thicker, fuller brows. Honestly, like really wispy, thick looking brows over like a super defined brow. I used to love that really defined brow, and now I'm getting really addicted to doing the fluffy, messy brow. And this makes it super easy to achieve that. The other thing I like about this product is it also is a brow gel, so once you kind of whisk them, they do kind of set in place. So that's all I'm doing for my brows. Okay, next I think I'm gonna go on to lips. So I'm gonna first line my lips with the Lily Lolo Natural Lip Pencil in Soft Nude, and then I'm gonna follow up with one of the Kosas lipsticks. So I'm just lining my lips. Looks silly right now, but we're gonna go in with a lipstick. I am gonna go in with the shade Star Dust. Kind of like a rosy, Your Lips But Better, kind of like that little pop punch of color. Super moisturizing, which is a must for my dry lips, and having them lined with that Lily Lolo just kind of amplified my lips, made them look a little bit fuller, which is really nice. I'm going to be applying a coat of my favorite mascara, which is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This stuff is amazing. It's going to wiggle that into my eyelashes. It's been so long since I've worn mascara. I've been working and I don't wear mascara at work because it will just flake off if I'm rubbing my eyes, which I tend to do. Alright, so there's one eyelash done, or one eye done, and then I'll move on to the other side. I forgot to curl, but it's too late now. I just realized. This does a super job at lengthening my eyelashes. It kind of clumps them together, so you have to be a little bit careful. But it honestly makes you look like you have mega lashes. I'm just gonna finish off with a nice spray of the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator, which smells fantastic. And then I believe, oops, I got it all over my mirror. That completes our super glowy winter ready makeup look, makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this glowy makeup look. I'm very dewy, very hydrated, very youthful looking. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And see you guys later. Bye.